Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brian from USA.Patriot.Cards, and today I am doing a video response for my friend Budget Card Breaks. He watched my three-part series about trading and doing trade-ups and wondered if he had the kind of collection that dealers would be interested in, and if not, what advice would I give to him? Let me just first say he mentioned he's in Iowa, and a lot of the shows he gets around there are full of vintage. Those guys are not going to be the type of guys that are going to be at shows like Dallas, where I am, that are willing to move. Well, they probably don't have these 15, 20, $30,000 Lucas or Pat Mahomes. They're into Mickey Mantles and Hank Aaron's and Jackie Robinsons, and you're not going to find a guy willing to take a stack of Kyle Kuzma or a stack of downtowns for Pete Rose 1963 floating heads. That just doesn't match up. So try to get to a show that is more aligned with what you're trying to do. With that being said, let's get into his video. He posted this video on his channel, so I don't think he minds me reposting it. So we can look at it together, and I'll just make comments as we go. Sorry.
All right, guys, I'm going to go over my collection because someone that I follow, he claims that dealers are looking to consolidate or basically take cards that are worth a little bit less money, easier to move, and trade for bigger cards. And I just kind of wanted to show off my higher end stuff and see if he thought that would be worthy. Like if a dealer saw it, he'd be interested or not. Wait till the end because I'm going to start off with like my weaker cards and we're going to kind of work into the bigger ones. So I'm going to go over them fast. Just Dalvin Cook Optic 9, 9.5 LaMelo downtown, Anthony Edwards downtown 9, Tyrese Halliburton downtown 8. I also have the 9 of the Ja Morant, but that's a Christmas gift coming. And these are all downtowns. Lower players, but still nonetheless downtowns. This is a personal card, Dante Culpepper. Still flawless though. We got a jersey patch, game used, Shea Gilgeous, rookie. It's just the base rookie of Devin Booker. Then we got the James Harden glass. So that's part of the collection, very small part. So let's get into the autographs.
All right, so first of all, those are nice cards. Downtowns like that, and the Culpepper I know is a PC, but that's a gorgeous, flawless dual patch. Love those cards. This reminds me of when I was in high school and I was buying CDs. And as I got into college, my music changed, and all of a sudden, the Beatles and the Tom Petty CDs that I had bought in high school weren't cool to me anymore, right? So I wanted to hurry and take those to CD Warehouse or Hastings or somewhere and trade them into Tribe Called Quest, Beastie Boys, all these, cooler bands and better CDs. Instead of just holding on to the Beatles and Tom Petty and growing my collection, I had to chop it right there, get rid of the old stuff, put it toward new stuff at 50 cents on the dollar, so that I didn't have to be associated with these lower or lesser end CDs that I thought were lower or lesser end. That stack of cards you just showed me is a great stack of cards. There are people that would like to have one downtown, let alone 10 or 12 downtowns. So one option would be just to keep everything you have, maybe piece out one or two here or there, instead of doing a bulk cash out, because you're going to lose a lot of value when you do that, especially on raw cards, and especially in a market like this. And you bought all those cards for a reason, right? Those players and the cards meant something to you, still do mean something to you. So don't be like I was with my CDs and just be in a hurry and a rush to like just out with the old and in with the new, especially if you're going to trade them in like that.
So I have this autograph of the man himself, Giannis. Unfortunately, it's just, at least is, authenticated, but can't really afford a higher end Giannis, but I still picked this up for about $300. I just graded this the other day, and the last one that I saw sold at this exact grade sold for about $1,500. But to me, this is more of a long-term hold. I don't know if I want to let this go, just because I think this will be worth a lot more in the future. It's a rookie auto. Okay, so we got a Kyrie rookie auto, Dennis Rodman auto, Larry Bird auto. We got a Klay Thompson rookie auto, Marvels, Giannis. 9.5 Choctaws, LeBron. Sammy Sosa autograph rookie. This is actually a very cheap card, only $50. I got this in a mystery pack, that's why it's in a really shitty slab, but it's a Magic Johnson autograph. Michael Vick auto, got it for really cheap, but growing up, the age I am, I'm 29, like I grew up idolizing Michael Vick, so I had to pick it up. Special card to me. Another card, I'm not really sure on the value. It's a Chris Paul out of 10 autograph in his Wake Forest uniform, 8.5, 10 auto.
Okay, so to me, it looked like there were some really great rookie autos there, but it looked like you wanted to keep some of the higher end ones, like the Durant, just in case they increase in value over time, which they could. There's a lot of Kevin Durant rookie autos out there, so if you did get a good deal on that, I wouldn't hesitate to move it. Um, but the other cards looked to be in-person autographs or aftermarket autographs, where someone had the player sign it after the card was pulled. These aren't, pack pulled certified, autographs, tops or Panini or whatever. These are aftermarket autos. Now, there are specific buyers for stuff like that, but it's not probably going to be the guy at the show that has a $5,000 Lamar Jackson that you want. Okay, your best bet to do to move those cards is to probably post them on eBay, whether you want to run an auction or just kind of gauge what other after market autos are doing of that player, rookie or not, and just competitively price it. Right, grab whatever cash you can. I understand people get hung up on eBay and the fees and all that, but you're going to have a much wider buyer pool who's willing to spend a higher dollar amount on cards like that than if you took it to a show and was just kind of throwing it in to get a deal done. Okay, so bottom line, you're going to have to plan this out. You're going to have patience, and you're going to have to execute how you're going to get off each card individually.
At least high end to me, like this isn't really high end, just I'm a fan of Jordan Poole. So Jordan Poole, Jordan Poole, Jordan Poole, Jordan Poole, Jordan Poole, Jordan Poole. And now we get into, this is actually a pretty big card. This is my favorite Kobe Bryant rookie. Super sweet card. Goes for like 300. I don't know. I just love how he pops out of the card though. I got this for super cheap, and I actually just bought the gold James Harden for $100. It's in a 7, but I'll probably just crack it and resend and see what happens. But what's kind of funny about this is when I first got into the hobby about a year ago, I'd go to shows and people were trying to sell this for like almost $1,000. So the gold, I couldn't imagine what they were trying to sell that for. So I'm definitely glad I waited on that because James Harden was my absolute favorite player when he played for the Rockets. He's older now and people hate on him, and that's what drives me nuts in the NBA. Like people don't remember when they were good. They're like, oh, they're bad now, they suck. Like, dude, they're getting older. Like, they were good. They're just old now. All right, anyways. Reggie Miller rookie, not a big card, but Yao Ming was I met him at the airport when I was a kid, and I was just a huge fan of him. So not a big card, but I like it. We got John Morant 10 base. Got this yesterday in the mail, 9.5. I did my first submission yesterday with Beckett, and I got a lot of 9.5s, I must say. I did really well. So,
okay, so you had some nice Jordan Poole there. I also believe in Jordan Poole a lot. It looks like you had a red crystals, a hyper, and some raw. You had a nice Kobe Bryant rookie, a James Harden, a Reggie Miller. Sorry for the text message that popped up on my phone while I was screen recording this. Yao Ming. Cool story about meeting him in the airport, by the way. And then Jaw and a red, white, and blue Jaw. I saw your video about subbing that red, white, and blue Jaw and being excited to get a 9.5 back. I would have been too. I comped that card, $80. Can you believe that? So if you took that card to a dealer and wanted to move it in a bigger trade, they're going to want to give you 80% of $80. And what's that? Like $65 maybe, 60 even. So again, you have to make the decision about whether or not you just want to start from here and start saving money toward a bigger purchase, or liquidate these cards and take a pretty significant loss.
So, grab another stack. So now we got the Zion base, red, white, and blue, green, Julius Irving rookie. We've got the Kyle Kuzma Silver Prism, Dalvin Cook Silver Autograph, big Vikings fan. We got a cheap Giannis rookie, and then we got a Luka rookie. All right, so let's move on. This card I got for super cheap, like literally like $30, and now he's playing great this season. So this card's worth, I don't know, I think it's tripled in value since I bought it. But this card also has gone way down. I think I'm gonna buy the refractor soon, just because even the refractor is only like a few $100. So I mean, in comparative to, I mean, Dwayne Wade's LeBron James' right-hand man, so I feel like in the future it'll be worth money. So Trae Young rookie. We got Bones Highland, silver. Anthony Davis rookie, 9.5. Got Brandon Ingram, silver rookie, 9. Gem Mint 10. Keldon Johnson, silver. Bam Adebayo, silver, 10. Donovan Mitchell, 9 silver. Purple Wave, Gilgeous-Alexander, rookie. We've got a select Gilgeous-Alexander die cut out of 99. And then this card's gone way down, but 8.5 of the LaMelo silver.
All right, so I'm starting to kind of get a sense of what your collection is, and we still have a little bit to go here, but what I can see so far, here's the plan I would have. I would take all that, all the raw stuff, and I'd set it aside. I would take all the graded stuff that you don't want to keep, and I would find out what the comp on that card in that grade last was, and I would price mine 5 to 10% lower than the last comp. Let's say a Ja Morant Silver 9 did $110 last comp. I would put mine as a buy it now, no offers for $100 with $4 shipping. Because it's way easier to move graded stuff than it is raw stuff online.
One's in here, but I have a crap ton of kabooms. So we got Anthony Davis, Buddy Hield, Dennis Smith. I wish he'd do better. Then we got John Wall, 2013. The 2013 set's what I'm trying to complete. I'm like a third of the way through. So Dwight Howard, 2013. Bryce Love, he's a loser, but I picked him up really cheap. All right, and then we got some soccer kabooms. With the soccer kabooms, I'm actually trying to complete that set too. I'll probably do it honestly in a couple weeks because these only go for like $60. I already have these numbers completed. It's a 20 card set, so I plan to complete that one as well. But so then we got Henry Ruggs III, soccer, Kyle Kuzma rookie, Dominique Wilkins, Julio Jones. Another thing about Julio Jones, his cards are so low, but everyone forgets that he was like the best premier wide receiver for years and years and years. Devonta Smith. This is kind of a cool card because I literally paid $125 for this at a show, and I like quadrupled my money in like a month or two, so that was kind of cool. Sure, people were probably like, you should sell it, but honestly, I've never sold a card. That's kind of why I'm sending this video to this guy. I've never sold a card before. I've only bought cards, so it kind of scares me to sell cards, or I'm not sure if I post them on eBay, if anyone would even bid on them, or like, you know what I mean, or if I'll be stuck with them or what. It would be the worst thing if I was stuck with them because I'm a collector, but you know, somewhere down the line I would like to trade or consolidate. That would be cool if I could like trade some of this and get like a $5,000 card or something. Like, that'd be dope. All right, I mean, not all of it, obviously. I value this what I've showed you more at 5,000, but Khalil Mack, he's doing crappy now. All right, Bridgewater, you got to play a couple games this season, right? Joe Namath, Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace. And the rest are graded kabooms. Here, let's get rid of that. It's a big pile. I need to get these graded. And now I'm actually more inclined to grade these because I just sent in like 3 kabooms to get graded, and they all got, 2 of them got 9.5s, and 1 of them got an 8.5. So I sent these 2 in for grading. They both got 9.5s. Another soccer one, but too bad both of these players aren't very expensive, but still, it's nice to have a kaboom and a nice grade because everyone says they're so hard to grade. So that's what's held me back from grading the rest of those kabooms, to be honest. But now I'm kind of like, now that I got after my first grading, I got the grades back and they were so high. And keep in mind when I sent the cards in to grade, I was sending in expensive cards to grade. I wasn't sending in cards that I was like, oh, this is a perfect card. Let's send it in. I was more like, oh, this card's worth like $400 raw. Let's get it graded because it'll up the price. That was more the thought process. So it was surprising to get that many good grades. But anyways, I'm almost at the end, so let's finish it up. Ashley Barnes 8.5. We've got another soccer. We got the Damian Lillard Kaboom, one of my favorites to be honest. We've got the 8.5 Kaboom of Rajon Rondo 2013 when he was still good. Paul Pierce Kaboom, and then we've got the Russell Westbrook Kaboom 2019. So that's the whole collection, my man. Just be honest with me. I mean, you can message me and be like, bro, I don't think your collection's really good enough. Maybe you could give me some advice. This is the direction I've been going in my collection. As you can see, I have them kind of in 3 different rows. I have the Kaboom row, I have some downtowns, I have an autograph row, and then I have a rookie row. And I try to do, if I can't afford a numbered rookie, I'll get the silver and a high grade. But just let me know what you think, and let me know if you think any dealers would be interested in cards like these, or am I not quite there yet? So let me know, man.
Okay, so great collection. You have good taste. From what it looks like, you haven't been doing a ton of ripping and getting into breaks. You've been targeting singles and grabbing those, so you're already way ahead of the game. As far as being afraid to sell on eBay, don't be. eBay can be a bit of a pain, but it's the best platform, period, because you got the whole world looking at cards. You've got to be really honest with yourself about what you want to do with your collection. Um, and I would start by taking however long it takes, a week, 2 weeks, um, by comping out your entire collection. So you have a real good grasp on what you would be able to bring back in either trade or in selling on each of those cards. So start with all your cards, piece out which cards that you're going to maybe try to flip and which cards you're going to definitely keep. Like, if you're working on those Kaboom sets, then obviously you're going to try to keep those, right? If you're going to try to finish those sets. So parse out your collection into what you definitely aren't going to move and what you definitely are going to move. Comp out all those cards that you think you might move and see where you are. See if you have $1,500 in value. Maybe you have $700 in value. Maybe you have $4,500 in value. You're not going to know until you really take the time to comp out all those cards. And then I would just create an eBay account, create a MySlabs account. This is where the work of selling comes in. But it's a good way to enjoy your collection as you post each card for sale. Don't get hung up about whether or not the buyer's going to try to return the card and send you an empty box back, and now they've stolen your card and your money. I was afraid of that too when I first started selling on eBay, and that's never happened to me. I've had 1 or 2 packages get lost, but that's about the worst of it. I will tell you, if you sell raw and there's a defect, a dimple, a scratch, a white corner, show every defect and mention it, or else you're going to get returns all day long. Matter of fact, I wouldn't sell raw on eBay or MySlabs or Facebook or anywhere else unless you're completely upfront with them. Like, hey, I'm not sure if this is going to be a 10 if you try to grade this. It's better to be upfront and have the buyer know what they're going to get than try to like pull a fast one or try to hope they don't see this or that, because they're going to see it. A lot of guys will take pictures at different angles and they can hide scratches and chrome parts like that. But the first thing the buyer's going to do is pull it out and look at it from every angle and say, hey man, there's a big old scratch in this thing. So you can save yourself a lot of headache by just being honest up front, or just by selling graded stuff. So grade the raw stuff, sell the graded stuff. It's going to take some time, but enjoy the process along the way. And just remember, every card you don't buy is a card you just sold. Stack some cash. Maybe see if you can plan a trip on down to Dallas, or there's some good shows in the Midwest as well. You probably need to find a show that's going to be a little bigger and a little more suited to kind of what you're trying to do. But yeah, as far as your collection is concerned, I enjoyed it. I always encourage people to enjoy collecting what they love, and it looks like that's what you've done. So if you can stay away from ripping boxes, you can stay away from getting into breaks, buy what you love, and then don't worry about anything else after that. Just enjoy the hobby, because all these cards that you have are good cards. They're quality cards. You're not dealing with a bunch of base here. You're not dealing with somebody who doesn't know what to buy or who to buy. You seem like a very knowledgeable and very passionate collector. And cheers to that, because we need a lot more of you in this hobby. So thanks for sharing. Thanks for being a subscriber on my channel. And let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, if you have any other questions. Until then, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.